Now we're going to act like lawyers and analyze like lawyers. You're going, chat, join me, and you'll learn to think like a lawyer. Okay, the complainant, who's whoever the officer is, submits a complaint. Probable cause. Okay, so mixtures of a weight more than 25 grams contain cocaine. To wit, defendant possessed over 25 grams. And they won't know officially until they take it. A lab has to weigh it to give it an actual weight. Possessing the ammo and children. Okay, yeah. Okay, so your complaint and licensed police officer. Okay, yeah. Okay, so on May 23rd at 9:13 a.m., a search warrant was conducted at the house of Nick and Kayla. As law enforcement approached the residence, Nick was traveling southbound on 51st Street in a vehicle. Nick was stopped by law enforcement. Upon knocking on the door, a juvenile female opened the door and wouldn't let them in. Okay, good. Nick or Kayla would not open the door nor provide the code to enter. Law enforcement knocked in the door using a ram. Upon entry, they found Kayla and April and 4 juveniles in the home. Officers know the home was extremely cluttered. You know, that tends to happen when you start using hard. There were clothes everywhere, dirty dishes, dust, and an overall dirty home. That sounds like people using hard. Nick returned to the home with law enforcement. He demanded a copy of the warrant. When given a copy, he looked at it and threw it on the ground. And that ODD is working mighty hard on overtime. Working mighty hard. You guys are saying she's a hoarder. No, it's just when you're doing drugs, you don't have time to do anything else. That's how this works. The following items were found in the master bedroom: a yellow snort tube positive for cocaine, a black vial with a white substance inside that tested positive for cocaine and weighed 2 grams, 2 credit cards listed to April Imholt, 2 22 casings on the floor of the nightstand. Okay. An AR-15 with a bunch of mags. Okay. A glass container filled with metal filter and grinder glass container that field tested positive for cocaine. Oh, they were grinding and they were being fancy. They were, you know, following items were located in the safe: a bag with cards and dollar bill that tested positive for cocaine, a large corner cut baggie with white powder that field tested positive for cocaine and weighed 18.96 grams with packaging, 3 small baggies that tested positive for cocaine and weighed 5.49 grams of packaging. Okay, so we're already up to 18, that's 23, 24, about 26 grams, 26 and a half grams, maybe. A bunch of tablets for ketamine, scale that tested positive for cocaine, a metal pan tested positive for cocaine, a bunch of tubes and cutters that tested positive for cocaine. They found a $100 bill. Then they found a bindle. A bindle is where you take like a sandwich bag and you take the end and drug dealers and people are good at this. They'll basically tear off an end of the bag, a corner of the bag, and they can heat it up and it's a little sealed baggie for you. Bindles actually they are very good at doing this. And then when they take it off, they've now sealed that end. They can use up baggies that way. They're actually very resourceful. A cocaine scooper, 2 baggies within a baggie within a funnel, and an unknown brown substance. So the total amount of cocaine was 26.67 grams. Okay. And ketamine is a Schedule 1 controlled substance, yes. The detective met with Nick outside the residence. He was read his Miranda rights, and he agreed to speak with the officers without counsel. Nick, why? No, Nicholas, no, don't do it. No. Nick says he sleeps in the master bedroom with Kayla. He indicated April was at the home visiting. That's probably why April got cut loose. She may have flipped, but they also didn't implicate her. If they said, no, it's all ours, they cut April. They did April solid. Nick and Kayla were arrested. While being placed under arrest, Nick had several injuries to his arms consistent with sores that are common drug users. They were transported to the jail. Kayla kept her mouth shut. Good girl. Keeping it 10 toes down. Kayla. Would not have expected it. So at the jail, Nick was again read his Miranda rights and agreed to speak with officers without an attorney. God damn it, Nick. God damn it! Nick refused to answer any questions regarding the cocaine or the other substances. Nick indicates he lives there. Great. You're fucking yourself now. He stays in the master bedroom with his wife, Kayla. Great. I'm sure she appreciates that. April is a friend who is visiting and does not live at the residence. He's fucking taking up for April. And not his wife. What a fucking retard. While being booked into the jail, Kayla requested her prescription be brought to her. Upon reviewing the prescription bottles for Kayla that were brought to the jail, staff found 2 unknown pills and gummies in one of the bottles. Jesus Christ. Need some help. They both need help. And then, yeah, they were, yep, that's it. So, Kent Bauman, the chief deputy of the Kandiyohi County Sheriff's Office, and the prosecuting attorney who approved the complaint, Kirsten Pierce. Finding a probable cause. Let's see here. So they got an order of detention. So they got an approved order to have this person detained. So Nick Yang, and it was by Judge Hanson. And this got filed at 11 a.m. Yes, and got filed. And yep, there we go. Weight 0 pounds. And yeah. Yep. Possession of 25 grams. Just over the line. If only you had busted one more rail, Nick. A couple more rails. If you guys had just shoved a couple more ounces of coke, just a couple more grams of coke up your nose, you wouldn't be looking at 25 years, man. Life is made of those, just those inches, those missed calls. Well, c'est la vie. C'est la vie. What about the probable cause? Well, that's the affidavit establishing probable cause. You mean what gave them the search warrant? We're not going to see the search warrant for a while. We're not seeing the search warrant for a while.